Goedemorgen, dames en heren.
Good morning, ladies and
Van
gentlemen.
harte welkom.
Very welcome to our September Symposium. Today we will talk with you about the meaning of life. It's a very important question, of course. Imagine that you can have a very good image on it and you know the meaning for yourself to be able to describe that. Then from a vision you can easily or more easy take some decisions in life where we stand for. Of course, we have all kinds of traditions that talk about the meaning of life, but many of those traditions have in the course of time lost their content, their meaning. And today we hope to build up these contents again. If you build up an image of the meaning of life, then you can also ask yourself, what are the consequences of this, and do I want to take them or don't I? Well, if you look at society at this moment, some of the hard discussion points in the formation of the cabinet are the questions about life. About these questions, it's very difficult to get a consensus, and that's much more difficult than talking about finance, for example. That's a matter of spreadsheets and see if debit and credit are in balance. But questions of life, when people discuss that, it's very difficult because they can have very different opinions about it. What we want to do with you is to give you a vision that's very old. It is from the Theosophical. It is a doctrine of knowledge that we have studied together as members of the Theosophical Society and that we have experienced. And what we would love to do is to give you the thoughts of this doctrine in such a way that you can think about it and mainly that you can see, is this true in my daily life?
One of the things we cannot do is give you truth. You have to find that out and experience that yourself in daily life. We would like to help you with that, but that's a process which takes a longer period to realize, and you can ponder upon things, but especially also if you can recognize it in society. If you recognize this and you see the truth of it, then more and more it will become part of yourself, and it will become a personal experience of truth with a more capital T. And you can give yourself feedback to the decisions you have to take in everyday life. That's a dynamic process. We have a number of presentations prepared for you, and we have workshops. In the workshops we are going to see whether we can see what the correctness of what is presented, and we have a number of questions which we can discuss. But it's especially the process, the dynamic process, to be busy with those kind of things mentally. We will provide you first information, and we'll start the process. How do you learn to learn these thoughts? We think that it can be very useful. In May we had a symposium and we discussed depression and things like that. And the questions of today really are in line with what we are going to discuss today. We will now listen to the first presentation, which will help us to define what life really is. And the presenter is Bouke van der Noord. And he will show you which thoughts are key when we talk about life. and which key thoughts lead to a dynamic vision on life.